Amanda, viva NEHAWU, viva. Thank you very much, comrades.
Thank you very much indeed, Comrade General Secretary, for that political input in our Congress. And we shall indeed take them into consideration when we engage throughout our Congress. Comrades, we moving to the next item of the message of support found in item 4, called message of support acknowledgement done by the Deputy General Secretary. Because the Congress has given Secretariat some tasks, that item is going to be rendered by the National Treasurer, Comrade Umozo. She's not going to read the messages as sent by our fraternal organizations, but she's going to acknowledge the organizations that have written message of support to us, so that they are known, they are acknowledged, and they will be put in our website as a history of this Congress. Enti, come forward.
Okay, thank you very much, First Deputy President. Comrades, as the President has indicated, I'm not going to read these messages of support, but just to acknowledge the organizations that have sent these messages of support to NEHAWU. The first one is from the Trade Union Movement of Grace Pame. The second one is from CTP in Congo. The third one is from Lesotho Teachers Trade Union. The fourth one is from CTC of Cuba. The fifth one is from USB Italy. The sixth one is from PISEC PEO Cyprus. The seventh one is from Botswana Land Board Local Authorities and Health Workers Union. And the last one, that was the last one. And the crux of the messages of support is to wish NEHAWU a very successful Congress. Those are the messages and the organizations which have sent messages of support to us. Amandla.
Thank you very much, Comrade Enti, and thank Congress for clapping their hands for the NT, for acknowledging the messages of support. Can we now clap hands as a Congress to all those organizations that have written to us messages of support as a way of indeed acknowledging them? Now, Comrades, you will remember that at the adoption of the program in the morning, the Congress disagreed with the fact that the ANC Speaker must come tomorrow and still be given space to speak. A plea was made that we insist that they do all in their power to be here today to speak to the Congress, even if it meant doing what Comrade Plate would have done. That message was communicated. Now we made follow-up. It appears indeed impossible for ANC to make it here today through Comrade Chairperson Gwede Mantashe. They have accepted the decision of the Congress. They will be here tomorrow physically, but only to attend Congress because of the decision of the Congress in the morning not to address but to attend Congress. They respect that. They would have loved to address us tomorrow, but the message coming from this Congress was communicated to them. In that regard, we're not going to have an ANC speaker today, but we'll have a delegation of the ANC tomorrow in Congress. We think we're now ready, judging by the number of delegates inside the hall, and also the full or near full complement of the provincial leadership present here, that lead delegation, to receive the Congress or opening address by our president. It is that time now that we ask the Congress to rise and sing for the president that is come to deliver his opening address. Mugamen. Amanda, Lomeze malindlela, inameva, iyahlaba, Lomeze malindlela, inameva, iyahlaba, tena sizozabalas. Sizozabalaza, sizozabala, henze malendlela, inameva, iyahlaba, nominzi malendlela, inameva, iyahlaba, tena sizozabala, sizozabalaza. Amanda, uzohamba nathi mkhululu wethu, hamba nathi mkhululu wethu, hamba nathi mkhululu, uzohamba nathi mkhululu wethu, abakhululu bethu, baseMzantsi Afrika, abakhululu bethu, abakhululu bethu, baseMzantsi Afrika, abakhululu bethu, hamba nathi mkhululu, uzohamba nathi mkhululu wethu, uzohamba nathi mkhululu, hamba nathi mkhululu wethu, 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 amandla, amandla, amandla. Viva NEHAWU, viva! Viva COSATU, viva! Viva the SNCP, viva! Viva the African National Congress, viva! Amandla! Amandla! I have faith. I have faith in the working class of South Africa that one day they will retaliate. I have faith, and I have faith in the working class of South Africa that one day they will respond. Indeed, I have a faith to the South African working class.
Let me acknowledge Comrades Geged, acknowledge Dadwetu, Mamchili, Bang, our president. Unfortunately, you will die president because you were once a president of workers. Let me acknowledge Mam Langen. It gives us strength to see you that you come to this meeting, even at your age. And apologize to President Ziggy for some time that we lost you. I'm concerned, though, that we have lost Joyce Mabuda first. She doesn't come. I'm not sure that she's still alive. And this is a problem. And I want to appeal to the new coming leadership that we must take visit to Limpopo and visit the National Treasure. I want to acknowledge Comrade Joe Mbesi, Layod, Bisedli Bog, ithathe yohlala nayo ezintabeni ingasikeni nabantwana. Mbesi. I want to acknowledge the administration of NEHAWU that has been there before. From Philip, Bob Tobejan, our Rastaman, Khaukhel, Ramdes, Kumbulan, Mahane, yonke la group that nandiyibiza ngoba zi-ball pen pushers. I want to acknowledge that include you, Suraya, and I want to acknowledge the General Secretary of the Mine Workers. I was a member of NUM, staying in number 4 in Hattis, and go down to number 4. And every morning, early as 1:30, take Intolontolo in order to go underground. At that time, the recruiting and organizing of NUM was underground. This is early as 1981. I was once a member of KAU, but SARU, because KAU came as a result of negotiation, but part of it was in SARU. At that time, I was in construction and working in a construction called Ovogon in the province of the Western Cape. And those years to combat are important. So, Nobala, when figure perhaps in this demand the t-shirt, if no years, then can contribute again. I want to acknowledge in the absence the General Secretary of the Communist Party, Comrade Prince Mande, and I want to acknowledge Comrade Solima Pai. Molonopan. Abasebenza backbone. Comrade, this is the first General Secretary of the Communist Party of South Africa. His constituents is the working class. Hence, I told him in the policy conference that he must choose between us, Pravin Gordhan, and us.
Yes. Chosen us.
Was not a fluke. I want to acknowledge the president of the Public Service and Allied. Before I acknowledge the president, I must acknowledge the former president, who led the Public Service and Allied TUI of WFTU, the Department of WFTU in the public service, for many, many, many years, together with the old man in India that just died recently for a few years back, called Sukuman Sen. And the president, his name is Lulamile Merriman Sotak. Comrade, if you go to India today and you say you're coming from South Africa, those comrades are going to say Sotak, 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 Sotak. Siyappreciate Dlamini inxaxheba idlalileyo ikhandlela othe walilayita kwade namhlanje kwaba kanti iflag ye-TUI Public Service and Allied ilapha endlini. Siyappreciate irole yakho oyidlalileyo kwade kwaba namhlanje iflag ze-WFTU zilapha. Ngoba sifuna abantu bazawufike basixelele uba masisupport umzabalazo wase-South Korea against China. Uyazi bantela ngantoni bratayo was kakuhle. So I'm acknowledging you, Comrade Sotak, Dlamini, Sibaku. I want to acknowledge Comrade Sigwera, the current president of this TUI, whom his office is based in South Africa. I want to acknowledge in his absence, because of other responsibility, the General Secretary of TUI, Comrade Zola Sapet. The General Secretary of the World of the Public Service and Allied Workers Union. I want to acknowledge the General Secretary who's going to address us tomorrow, the worker in the steel industry in a small country called Greece, Comrade George Mavrikos, who will be addressing this Congress tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And I am acknowledging him as the president of NEHAWU, and I'm told that he has a discussion with the president of WFTU. I heard it from the very reliable resources. Comrades, we are in a Congress that takes place during a pandemic, during a disease that has shaken the world and attacked most powerful economy and most powerful country with powerful weapons, the weapons that can kill the world if they like, but they couldn't kill an invisible enemy called coronavirus. And say to the working class frontline workers, because this thing of calling workers frontline just as workers, as if they don't have a class, is a problem. I want to congratulate the frontline workers, whom with their bare hands, their open mouth, the less of protective clothing, while millions of rand went gone to do hair salon, while millions of rands went to people, something called Vibe, and others we don't know, while we learn in newspapers that Amakose, chief in Kwabata, has also put his own hands to the money that was supposed to buy protection of our clothing. I want to salute the frontline working class. I mostly want to salute them because despite their sacrifice, on April the 2nd of the 2020, they were denied their rightful salary by the same people who expect them to make sure that they save the society. Those who come here and praises them, but yet they know that they have denied their rightful salary. I want to salute them. And I want to say to those workers, to those nurses who are put in a car with a driver not knowing that that driver is not positive, that all of them find out they are all positive because the driver was positive by the employer called Department of Health, who tells us that they care of their members. They even go to court and lie. I want to salute them. And I want to say to those workers, it doesn't matter, comrade, whether you have a 4-year degree in university. It doesn't change you from being worker. It doesn't change you for you to sell your labor in exchange of salary, despite the fact that you have spent years and money and studied. Because you're coming from the working class background. Those who have money don't need to go to school. Their father and their mother can pay a teacher to come to teach them at school. You are compelled to travel 10 kilometers to go to school in order to enjoy education. You come back, you continue studies for a period of 4 years. But when you did so, when you saved life of people, those who employed you, they sees no value on you because you are a working class by nature. By the way, we never chose gear. Gear was imposed to us. We never chose gear. Our revolution and the revolution of the working class never chose gear. Gear was imposed to us. It was gear. It was something called GG something. It was after that something called PDP, whatever. All of those have been imposed to us. We are being told that we must listen. We are being told that our salary is not a bigger issue. What is the bigger issue? Yo, wow, sure. Hey, comrade, the Minister of Finance recently answered a question in Parliament when being asked whether the government is going to give its employees salary. His answer was that a government has not budgeted for the salary of the public servant. His predecessor said that for a period of 5 years, public servants are not going to get salary. We have not get salary. Now, when you talk about public employment, what kind of public employment you are talking about? Because if you are not going to give workers salary, that includes employing enough staff. So what do you mean when you talk about public employment? What kind of public employment you are talking about? I sometimes like our languages. My limitation, I wish I could speak all working class languages so that I can express the certain issues in the language that they understand. Kuthiwa ngesiXhosa ungasibethi ngemfi iphindiwe. Ngasixokisi. Sithi xa sithetha ke ngesintu sithi ngesiXhosa sithi akukho nkwali phandele enye itho enye inkwali ngaphandle kwenkwali enethole. I-working class must not hope that the other class are going to save them in their struggle. It is the working class that must take its own struggle. Here, Lento, comrade, some of us say, if we don't fund the Communist Party, if we don't take care the salary of the Communist Party staff, comrade Nobala or NUM, if we don't take care of the Communist Party, that when the Communist Party wants to do things, they rely kwabonqowankulu abaza enda bengasihoyanga ngoba abona abantu babanika imali baza banika iagenda hayi agenda yeclass. We must take care of our struggle. We must finance our struggle. We must guard of our struggle. We must be jealous of our struggle. Comrade, those who like me, who works in public service, who have not got salary on the 2018, who have not gotten infringement on the 2018, from that time, I want to promise you that life is not going to be easy because the money that you have used for your household is going to have to get increased. Yet, you are not going to get salary. You are not going to get salary because the current government does not want to give workers salary. The solution they have is to take our salary so that they can make the rating agents happy, not us. Now, this Congress must resolve. This Congress must discuss this matter. We told the Department of Health that they have not have enough PPEs. We told the Department of Health that have exposed our members. We told the Department of Labor and Employment that they have exposed our members because they failed to inspect the Department of Health to make sure that health and safety committee in this facility are existing. We were told that we don't know what we're talking about. We took them to court. We lost that case because there's no law in this country that favored the working class. In no way, there can never be a law that favors a class that is not in detective, that is not in power. There can never be such thing. Forget about that. We managed, comrade, to convince the minister to set up a committee to find an NGO to investigate. The report is now out. 99.9% all health facilities don't have health and safety committee. It's not functioning. It's no longer a rumor, it's a report. This is my proposal. This is what I want this Congress to take. We must litigate against the Department of Health as a first respondent. We must litigate against the Department of Labor and Employment, not because I believe in the law, that's because because that's only a revenue that's available at the moment because it's a part of struggle. Why we struggle on the other hand, we must take them because we must take the society along with us. We must litigate against the Department of Health. Because now the truth is open, it's there. We must litigate. We must take them to court. We must then say to them that each and every member that have gone sick, that have suffered as a result of coronavirus, that each and every member that died, that the Department of Health must be responsible. Fire with fire. Comrade, let's unite NEHAWU. Let's not allow us to fight for minor issues. When your comrade differ with you, you must not find a way of wishing him away, not include him in a Congress, simply disagrees with you. Let's not do such things. Let's not divide this union along issues that are non-existent, that has nothing to do with our struggle. If Congress is an event, we need each and every member on our side for the better struggle. This is not acceptable. We can't have members who supposed to be in a meeting are not in the meeting as simple because we disagree with them. No, you must not take people away because you don't agree with them. That's not the way of doing things. We must pursue one another. We must convince one another because these are simple days of a Congress. The struggle is coming. We need each and every member in that struggle. We can't be a Congress that doesn't take time simply because of credentials. We can't be a Congress that doesn't take place simply because people have swapped one another, have removed each other because they don't agree. No, comrade. Let's not do such things. Those does not belong to the culture of this union. The culture of this union is unity. The culture of this union is to see by convincing each other. Comrade, we are in a Congress that should have taken place a long time, have not taken place because of coronavirus. We don't want to talk much about the international, but we want to say to you, we have done very well. We have done very well because we have comrades who before us were dedicated in the struggle. Where's the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry? There's something I don't understand. Why was the Federation apolitical internationally? Why? Why? I just want to say, particularly to the leadership of COSATU, we are the National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union. We never change. Sange sibhaleleta thina eCOSATU eAffiliate sahamba sawuxelela iCOSATU ba sifomishile singaba saniceba singobani igama lethu bathi xa bebuza into yokokuba uAllied Tradition sabaxelela kwabuza into yokokuba ezinye nantsika i-enterprise organized already said those way is organized by COSATU will respect. We never approach. We are the first organization in the public service. Now, if you follow your policy, we can't approach. It's impossible. We never change our name. Maseni kwi-cartel maqabane. Kuyophela indaba. This is a National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union. When it was submitted in COSATU, it was like that. There's no single word that has changed. And we told the federation where we organize. There were political consideration of some of the things, but those things must not now turn to be our problem or to want to eat us. Singabanye siyashoda ngediplomacy. Sikholwa kukuthetha into njengobinjalo. Ngoba i-straw talk does not destroy friendship. Comrade, asikwazi ukuphosha. We don't have such policy. We don't. We're organizing where were we? We don't segregate public service. We take public service from health to education, everywhere where is public service. We don't segregate. We never went to organize nurses in mind because we understood that the bigger industry is mine, despite the fact that they are hospitals. We never went there because it was not our space. We never went to the prison and organized nurses simply because they are in prison, because we knew that the biggest area is prison. So we can't push. We will never push. Masilungise khathi ningxaki ezikhona COSATU. Kodwa this thing yoba kusiza ubekwa as NEHAWU ba siyaphosha sithi sifuna ufaniswa noNUMSA, it is not acceptable. Comrade, you see, there's a trend or a view that says, "Ay, mdala, kanosikhoke." Now I want to tell those who think so that you must travel the world, you must see strong union. Who leads them? What is their age? I want to challenge those. It's not by mistake that I was born before you.
Teta.
It's not a mistake. And the fact that I was born before you, I will definitely have a better experience than you because I have traveled better than you. Therefore, I do have an experience. I think we've been clean. So the trend, yentoba no mdala, is a bit of a problem because it is not progressive. You know, Comrade Notando, I listen to comrades who call themselves Marxist, but I listen to them when they deal with gender-based violence. Comrade, gender-based violence, you are not going to resolve through police and soldiers because gender-based violence is in the bedroom. If you want to deal with gender-based violence, you need to be Marxist first. We must empower women. We must take deliberate stance to empower women, because if we empower women, we are going to make women to be able to say no. Capitalism, Comrade Soli, is not capable of doing that because capitalism does not intend to empower people. It looks for profit. Please, Marxist, speak like Marxist. Think like Marxist. Don't speak like each and everybody. Because I don't want to say to you, you know, Kaban, you speak like a soapy in the TV that says, like a sand in our grass, so are the days of our life. I don't want to hear from you everything that even if I miss your speech, I know what your speech was saying. Marxist must be Marxist. So, comrade, we must, and I had a big fight in Rustenburg, RC, about this. Amakabani akufuna unyula abantu abangomama. Athi i-constitution iprevela above i-police. Ni adoptela ndoni i-police kana nifuna uyisebenzisa? Comrade, we are regressing as a union. We were once one of the color example organization in most of the affiliate of COSATU. We are one of the affiliate that ever have a president that is female. Amongst those very few, if they are, and if they do, would be because that most of their membership are women. We are regressing, comrade. We are reversing that policy. If you go to the NSC, you see very few women. And if you go to regions, if you go to provinces, comrade continues to perpetuate the violence against women. It is violence when you do not necessarily putting women into positions. This is wrong. It must change. Because we can't carry on deal with the question of gender-based violence if we don't empower women. Amongst other issues of empowering women is to put women in the position of responsibility, and they must be supported so that they must succeed, so that we can make sure that the struggle of Marxists can be measured against making sure that the role of the women and their participation in our structure is excellent. So, this Congress must re-emphasize the policy. This Congress must reinforce the policy to be implemented. And this Congress must empower the national office bearers that when they go to a Congress of a province and the province is refusing to implement this policy, and the national office bearers must nullify that meeting. Comrade, the lip service about the nursing workers, the lip service about bringing nurses into the struggle of workers in the Department of Health, in other department, within the folds of the union and within the leadership of the union, it needs to change. We took very important resolution in the nursing policies conference, but we are not implementing that resolution. We are enforcing those who says that NEHAWU is for illiterate people, that nurses belong to certain people. There are unions in the federation that we are competing with nurses, and we must compete in defeat of those unions. Chopscott must not fear nurses at the level of the workplace. Yo, Opus Love, I wanted to say this because it's his legacy. Oh, Mahanukon. Mahane, we have a big problem anyhow. There are people who are called organizers. I call those people who are getting a grant, and their grant is huge. And it's not a question of anti-organizers. It's reality. I can tell you stories, written stories in papers. I went to PC of KwaZulu-Natal. When the organizer report was tabled, 99% of the organizers have not submitted a report for a period of 6 months and more. I said to the PEC that those comrades must be suspended. Atamakabani, yo, President, akuzibakho umuntu. Dathi kubakho umuntu ngoku. They refused. I went to Limpopo. Jacobs was the provincial secretary at the time. There is one particular organizer. Jacobs tabled a report of 3 months or more. There is an organizer who only visited 8 workplaces in the period of 3 months. Take the days of the months, take the weekends, multiply them, and then divide the 8 workplaces. You will notice that there were weeks that organizer never worked, never visited the workplace. You go to the REC. If you're lucky, in the REC, you will get 2 workplaces, branches, that have submitted report, the rest didn't. So therefore, comrade, who have not succeeded on the workplace organization, who have not managed to build workplace organization, when you ask, why is this person still working? Comrade, bathetha ngapha, phofu ke siyazi ukuthi lama organizer xa kungama congresses azizinqina eqiniseka into yoba certain leadership is elected when they are told to work and they tell those who are supposed to supervise them that ungakhohlwa ulapha nje ndim. If organizers were working, if organizers were organizing, because there's a difference between going to King Edward Hospital and recruit 600 workers. After you recruit them, you must organize them. This means that you must create structures that's going to service them in your absence, that they are going to report, that they are going to get their cases to be resolved. I normally tell comrade that if you are in a hearing and you conduct evidence in chief or you do cross-examination, you must never ask a question that you don't know the answer. If you don't get your answer, leave witness for the period of 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Go around, come back, and ask the same question because you look for the particular answer. Cross-examination is art. Now, this is a challenge of this union. If we have organizers who are servicing all of our members, who are building structures, who are capacitating shop squad we're going to report, and after reporting, we're going to know what is happening. If organizers were doing the policy and make sure that they recruit 10 people each and every month, today we would not have signed the agreement that is being signed at PSCPC, where we are given a salary of bank charges. Comrade, it is key to build branches. It is key to build capacity of shop squad. It is key to capacitate shop squad. It is key to make shop squad show that they are feared by management. It is key to make sure that shop squad are 3 steps ahead from management. Because when that happens, you don't need a marketing manager. When shop squad and workers are seeing that this union is working, they join them. They join that union. We need 50+1 in the public service so that we can be in charge. Kukonductor JMC. Ayinamazinyo. In COSATU, JMC, the 2 unions in COSATU have signed the agreement are minority compared to those who did not sign the agreement. They took staff association called PSA, they have the agreement. If we were 50+1, that was not going to happen. Let's fight. Let's die. Let's get defeated. Let's win together with our members. Yo. Wow. Kubani owayethe umzabalazo ulula. It's not. Comrade. There's no politics to talk about except the class politics. There's no politics to talk about except the class politics. There's no other occupational issue that must occupy us except the class issues. We come to this house, we come to this union, not by choice. We're compelled by circumstances. Some of us, we were earning 560 per month. We've forgotten that. We've forgotten that because our struggle has put us where we are today. We have transformed public service. But today, all the hard work we did in transforming public service, particularly taking the black people in the public sector into the same level with their counterpart, it has been reversed by Tito Mboweni and Sri Ramaphosa. Is now being reversed by Enoch Godongwan. Solely. Xelela i-working class ukuthi mahlukane nokudividwa i-leadership ye-ANC every time xa kuzaba kwi-Congress, i-working class get divided. Because when the working class divided, the comrades leave us alone and they leave us in the cold. Saphansi sasuspend omnye umuntu apha. If engafuna unxiba iskipa se-CR17. Imagine if sasimsuspendile uMandla ahamba ayovula wakhe union, will be fractured. Thank you very much for giving us, Chair. Thank you very much for giving us. The president of NEHAWU spoke in one Congress and said that one particular comrade was a choice of workers. And that comrade called the president in Mahlambandlovu and said to the president, we're not gonna give you salary of 2020. When the president asked, the man says, because the rating agencies say so. Comrade, we are now in the Congress. We're going to be here for 4 days. And at the end of the 4 days, we'll have a new leadership. Surely, you have a different options, you have a different choices or preference. But that preference doesn't include me. Thank you to workers of Somerset Hospital for seeing leader on me. Thank you to NEHAWU comrade in the Western Cape for seeing leader on me. And thank you to the leadership of the National Union for seeing leader to me. I have said to you, we need 50+1. We have not reached 50+1. And I have told you the reason why we have not reached 50+1. But I am done. I'm ready to give over the baton to the new comrade that you will choose as a choice to lead this organization. But I will be in the touchline. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. A boy that you didn't know where he grows. The boy that comes from a small town called Mkanduli, in a small village called Hlangaza. This is me. My name is Unohlakazi Mivik, unobanda zamafuse ngoalimi, usigeze nganiphuqa unifaka amasini unibabona manje khona. I'm not going to change. I am a son of the working class. Thank you very much, comrade.
Basebenzi masihlanganeni
amandla
awethu
yebasebenzi
basebenzi masihlanganeni
elizwe lethu yebasebenzi
basebenzi masihlanganeni
yebasebenzi
basebenzi masihlanganeni awethu
amandla kabheka manje mfowethu
Manje forward.
seliyatshona ezintabeni
ezintabeni
zaselusaka
zaselusaka
ufike ekhaya ubatshele
bofike ekhaya ubatshele
la siye khona ezintabeni
ezintabeni
zaselusaka
zaselusaka
uthathe nansi AK
uthathi nansi AK
uthubule ubulale nazi lezinja
nazi lezinja
lamabholo
nalamabholo
manje mfowethu
ubheke manje forward
seliyatshona
niyatshona
ezintabeni
ezintabeni
zaselosaka
saselusaka
ubheke manje mfowethu
awubheke manje forward
seliyatshona
niyatshona
ezintabeni
ezintabeni
zaselosaka
zaselusaka
uthathe nansi AK
awuthathe nansi AK
uthubule ubolale
uthule ubula
nazi lezenja
nansi lesi
zalamabholo
alamabhulu
uthathe nansi AK
awuthathe nansi AK
uthubule ubulale
ubula
nazi lezenja
nansi lesi
zalamabholo
alamabhulu
ubheke manje mfowethu
awubheke manje forward
seliyatshona
iyashona
ezintabeni
ezintabeni
zalamabholo
lalelusaka
uthathe nansi AK
awuthathe nansi AK
udubule ubalale
ubula
amandla amandla amandla
awethu
amandla amandla
awethu
amandla
awethu
amandla
awethu
amandla
awethu
amandla
awethu
sisebenza emgodini kanzima benzela imali sisebenza emgodini kanzima sisebenzela imali mandla
kanjani awu
nibanile nalentsho mathanzima yebengcwabo sabatha ngokwayo nibanile nalentsho mathanzima yebengcwabo sabatha ngokwayo oleqhawe sabatha oleqhawe siyamazi nibonile nalentsho mathanzima yebengcwabo sabatha ngokwayo nibonile nalentsho mathanzima yebengcwabo sabatha ngokwayo oleqhawe sabatha oleqhawe siyamazi ajonghlanga
Zavala, abe kuphi lamabhotshwa emzabalazweni 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 zabala emzabalazweni uma ube khona emzabalazweni emzabalazweni
Amandla,
emzabalazweni
Amandla, Amandla, Amandla.
uma khona
Thank you very much, comrades.
emzabalazweni
We will sing just now. We want to make just an announcement.
khona
Awumakalafashela ithile
Emzabalazwe. Umakwayiba wayakhona. Emzabalazwe. Umakwayiba wayakhona. Emzabalazwe.
Amanda.
Thank you very much, comrade. Thank you very much, comrade president. We just a moment, comrades. Comrade president, we want to thank you for the input. With everything considered, we think it was appropriate that you address at this stage than at the point where we will have left you to address as per the program. We think your input reground us as a Congress and the workers, in particular, redirecting the mood of both the workers going forward, but also this Congress. And we think that the Congress, during the course of these 3 days, will find the proper way to reciprocate and honor and respond to your gesture and the leadership you've shown, not only at this Congress, but throughout the years that you have led us. There may be no other platform for the workers to express such gratitude than at the National Congress. Comrades, we want to and we will implore on the Congress as we proceed. We all know the songs that the President likes, to proceed to sing for him while waiting for the Secretariat with the report of the task that they have given them. They have asked us not to adjourn now because they are not very far from concluding, and they've asked that they would love to adjourn this Congress having presented that report so that given the time, we are able to start with the presentation of the Secretariat report tomorrow, having passed the stage of the matter of credentials. That's their plea that they are making to this Congress. They are saying they are not very far from concluding the report. So we're asking that we don't disappear, we don't walk out, we continue to serve at the moment of the President's input and continue to sing until they arrive. Thank you very much, Comrade Amandla. Okay. Okay. Okay, comrades, the Secretariat, they are saying they're 5 minutes away. They are walking into here, so we'll be done in the next 5 minutes, comrades. Thanks for your patience.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity
inspiration, through the workers' blood shall run. There can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever,
Please meet the
solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. through the workers' blood shall run. There can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. It is we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong.